presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Well, hey, how's it going, Ohio Valley? It's Monday. I know we're getting through just the start of that work week once again. We have a 1 out of 5 going out by surprise by the Storm Prediction Center. Now, I see what they're talking about. I see where they're going with this. We do have some instability in the atmosphere. I was talking about this morning, but when you really start to grasp everything here for us centrally in the Ohio River Valley, we're not having that lift. We have nothing to lift our atmosphere. We have high pressure in the upper, or here at the surface, in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We do have a little bit of low pressure, so a little bit of instability. But let's dive into this. The terrain down through central West Virginia, they have a better chance of seeing some storm development just due to what I said, the terrain lifting it up. Same can be said for those up to the lakes. We're seeing it warm that water up, starts to evaporate off the surface, so you see where it starts to lift. But in terms of us here locally, we're just dealing with the heat. We really don't have anything other than the heat to lift us. Yes, our convective temperature, the temperature needed for thunderstorm development, is right around 87 degrees. We're surpassing that. We'll surpass that until the lower 90s as we head through today. But it is just going to be hot, humid, and very, very stagnant. Notice the wind. Not a whole lot of breeze out there. Like we were showing you those Moundsville cams, the white tint to the sky. That's just due to how much moisture is actually suspended within our atmosphere. It feels more like, I don't know, the Gulf of Mexico for the current time being. That's why the heat advisory is out until 8 p.m. on our Friday. So throughout the work week, avoid being out there between the hours of 11 a.m. and 4 p.m., the hottest times of the day. Other than that, if you want to go for a walk in the morning, the afternoon, and evening, I saw some people pushing it. It was right around 11 o'clock. Too hot for me to go for a run. But check that out. That's the instability they're talking about by the Storm Prediction Center. And like I said, the mountains. Notice how the mountains are sort of having an influence on it. But notice how they're very short-lived and they die down. That's just due to high pressure at the surface. As they start to build, they weaken and they just die and collapse on themselves. So if you do get to see some rainfall, consider yourself lucky. We're all wishing for rainfall across the Ohio River Valley. And even through western Ohio, even into Pennsylvania, we're all just stuck in this drought, this absolute hot, humid weather. And it feels very, very tropical out there. We're stuck in the mid to upper 90s until about this weekend. We finally get a little bit of a break, but still, we're still stuck in about the upper 80s. That's still hot to me. I don't know about you guys, but upper 80s, that's good enough. I can jump in the pool, I guess. Today, we actually managed to max out so far 87 degrees. And just in the last 30 minutes, we skyrocketed from 83 degrees up to that 87. Still no record-setting heat or chill, but this is going to get rather close as we head through the next few days. We'll keep an eye on that. We wake up tomorrow right around 72 degrees, and then we just skyrocket right back to where we started in the mid to upper 90s, maxing out right around 96 degrees in downtown Wheeling. So here's how it all plays out on Predictor. The rest of your day, there's the thunderstorm development. So like I said, the lake's having an influence. We see some thunderstorms over the lakes currently. They're going to collapse, forms that outflow boundary, and that's what you're seeing. The wind just funneling down. They die down due to high pressure over our region, and they won't really pick back up until they move into the central mountains through Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Now the rest of your Tuesday, this chance may be a little bit better. Afternoon and evening, we'll step into it and seeing that bubbling across the board. So think of it as putting that pot on the stovetop, starting to see those bubbles form. There's look at your 7-day forecast. Hope you guys have a great work week. Juneteenth is on Wednesday, and then we head into the weekend, finally closing out the weekend into the next work week with storms on the forecast.